So hello and welcome. I'm Stuart Strathern, Mayor of the Town of Midland. The Town of Midland recognizes that it is located on land which is the traditional treaty and territory of the Anishinaabe people, now known as the Chippewa Tri-Council, comprised of Bosley First Nation, Ramba First Nation, and the Georgina Island First Nation. This territory is within the Pre-Confederation Treaty 5 and Treaty 16 rather, and included within the Williams Treaties of 1923. The Town of Midland recognizes that it is located on land which is the traditional territory of the Huron-Wendat and the historic homelands of the Métis, and that our town is home to a large and diverse community of Indigenous peoples. At this time, I'd like to recognize and thank our esteemed guests for attending today, including the Honourable Bruce Stanton, Simcoe North MP and Deputy Speaker of the House of Commons, Ms. Bryda DeRush of the Midland Seniors Council in White, Mr. John Main, Councillor Ward 1, Carol McGinn of Ward 2. I had to think about that for a minute, it's been so long. Mr. David Deneau, CAO for the Town of Midland, Mr. Andy Campbell, who's Andy, there he is over here. He's the Executive Director, Environment and Infrastructure, and Mr. Sean Barrio, a bus driver extraordinaire, and also the Community Services Director. The Honourable Jill Dunlop, Simcoe North MPP, sends her regrets as a conflict arose and she's unable to attend this morning. We're here to recognize two significant improvements in services to Town of Midland residents. First, the announcement of a new transit bus, which is behind me, is a welcome addition to the town's transit service. The new bus was funded in part by the federal and provincial governments. This investment has upgraded the town's fleet of transit vehicles to provide a more reliable service for all residents. We're also here today to announce the launch of an exciting new pilot project, Seniors on the Move. This service results from the Midland Seniors Council submitting a successful funding application to the Government of Canada through the New Horizons Seniors Program. At this juncture, I'd like to ask MP the Honourable Bruce Stanton to step forward and make a few remarks. Bruce.
First of all, thank you, Mayor Strathern, for the invitation to join you here today in what is conceivably my last official duty as a Member of Parliament. As you well know, as of yesterday, we're into a 36-day period, 35 now, as we count down to the 20th of September, when the people of this riding will choose a new Member of Parliament. Let me first say, before I get to the special occasion here that we're here gathered today for, what a privilege it has been to be part of your community and serving as an MP these many years. I do thank you, Mayor Strathern, for the land acknowledgement. Aussi, je souhaite bienvenue pour tous les membres de notre collectivité concernant votre appui encore pour notre communauté et les gens de notre région, surtout les aînés. May I say, today is very much recognizing the special things that we can do to help the seniors in our community. I've seen time and again that the Town of Midland steps up and does this in amazing ways. And here again is another example, taking advantage of a federal provincial program and infrastructure to provide supplements to our transit system, not only for seniors through the New Horizons, a great program, by the way, that's been around since I was an MP in 06. It came in a few years before I was elected and has continued to grow and provide dollars for, I can't think of the number of community organizations that have been recipients of that. Askononia, the lawn bowling group up the road here on King Street, churches, community organizations that have accessed New Horizons. And here you now have a very unique program that's going to help seniors access the wonderful transit system that's here for Midland and Penetanguishene. And what a great and novel way to make that happen. But getting back to infrastructure, I know that the federal and provincial governments work together to make investments like the buses and vehicles that you see behind us. Again, it makes the community more accessible, allows people to get out even if they have some limitations with their mobility. they get a chance to get to the places that they need to go. And so, it's just great to be here. I know Minister Dunlop would have loved to have been here herself. I say on her behalf that she's very much a supporter and will continue to be on those kinds of infrastructure program proposals that you as a town bring forward. I know that she's very mindful of where those needs are and appreciates your advice on the best way and the best kind of projects to recommend to her government, which in turn then go to the federal government for approval. So that's just a great process in place, and great to see that the town has acknowledged that. So I'll leave it there and just say what a great pleasure it is to be with you here all today, and congratulations on behalf of the Government of Canada, the Parliament of Canada, on this great announcement. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So thank you, Mr. Stanton, for your government's continued support of infrastructure and, as I say, your long-standing and service to the community. Very much appreciated. Sorry to see you step back, but I know lots of things to do with family coming up, and I'm sure we'll see you out and about in the community. I'd also like to thank the province for their continued support of small municipalities as we work to improve our infrastructure and services. At this juncture, I'd like to invite Bridie DeRush, who's a member of the Midland Seniors Committee and the group that originated the application to board this program, to come forward and make a few remarks. Bridie, please.
The Midland Seniors Council realizes that there are many seniors within the town facing social isolation, which has significantly increased since the beginning of the pandemic. The Seniors on the Move project addresses supporting healthy aging by removing transportation barriers which can lead to social isolation. By taking public transit, seniors are able to maintain their ability to remain self-sufficient, to travel to medical appointments, shop at local businesses, visit friends, volunteer in the community, and participate in community programs. The Midland Seniors Council was able to apply for and receive a federal New Horizons grant to fund free senior transit rides for a year. Single ride tickets will go out to community groups and doctors' offices that may have clients who would benefit from free rides. There will also be a number of seniors ride free days, and there will be follow-up with the participants to evaluate the project. So thanks to Karen Mealing, Karen DeRush, Sean Berrio, Stuart, and the rest of the council members, and all the other members of the Seniors Council, as well as the federal government, for getting the project funded and implemented.
Thank you, Bridie. And I'd just like to say that I think I attended the meeting where this whole idea came up, and the Seniors Council was very passionate about reaching out into the community and reducing social isolation. It's a very dynamic group. Their efforts to harmonize with the other seniors councils in the area and with the county haven't gone unnoticed, and I thank you for that and for the dynamism that this seniors committee is showing in this term. So thank you again. And thanks to the federal government and to the Seniors Council on behalf of Midland residents, and particularly Midland seniors, the federal government providing 25,000 of free transit rides in the coming months for Midland seniors means seniors can reach their medical appointments, shop, visit families and friends, and volunteer in the community without incurring transit costs well into 2022. So once again, thank you to the federal government, to the province, to the Seniors Council. I know that the community reach vans have made a significant difference in talking to some of the drivers who've been out and about in the community. Certainly the transit system is all the better for the new coach that's available. I think one of them was on his last legs, driving Sean a bit crazy. So thanks again, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Deneau, our town CAO, for concluding remarks. Mr. Deneau.
Thank you, Mayor Strathern. I appreciate allowing me to make the closing remarks, and certainly want to thank our Member of Parliament who served this community so well for so many years. Thank you so much for attending. I certainly wish you all the best in your next adventure, and I'm sure there are many that will come. And thank you to MPP Dunlop, who always lends the support of the government to this community. I know she's unable to attend, but we'll certainly see her and continue to use her to advocate for our needs. So thank you to MPP Dunlop. Thank you to the council members who certainly support the administration throughout. They're demanding for our community, as they should be, but very supportive as well to the administration. So thank you to their members for showing up. To the Seniors Council, thank you so much for the work that you do. Very, very strong advocates for the community, and really, really committed to making sure we're taking care of the needs of not only the seniors, but everyone in the community. I really appreciate the input and the support that they provide us, so thank you for all of that. I also want to thank certainly the administration. When it's really hard to get a vehicle, we got a couple of them. I mean, try and find a vehicle out there, and it's nearly impossible. We were able to do that, and that's because of good work of the people who are putting those grants in, trying to locate assets like these that we need, and keeping them running. And that's done through a really dedicated group of people that probably don't get enough credit from all of us. And I want to leave my remarks with thanking those people finally. You know, we have mechanics who take care of these vehicles. So these are essential workers who've shown up every day throughout COVID and continue to do so. So I want to thank our mechanics. I want to thank our drivers, the people who are behind the wheel, making sure you're served every day through this pandemic, and continue to do that. So all the drivers for the town services and for Community Reach, you know, fantastic group of people who volunteered to do this work and serve this community. So thank you all for providing this. We'll continue to advocate for the needs of Midland with the support of everyone here, but this is a tremendous accomplishment to have these vehicles on board, but also this pilot project to help the seniors. So thank you all for showing up. Thank you for the patience throughout COVID. I hope you all stay safe and continue to do so, and certainly we're hoping better days are coming forward. So thank you all very much.
So that pretty much concludes our presentations for today, folks, and thanks everybody for showing up. And as David said, thanks to the administration and staff for the hard work to make this a reality.